Good morning YouTube! Today at school we took off the front bumper, which is useful for getting access to the radiators and for attending to any rust on this cross member. Now in theory you can do this with the wheel arch liner in place just by releasing the front fixings where it goes into the radiator duct there and pulling it back and reaching up behind it to get the fasteners. In practice you're going to want all the clearance you can get and quite a lot of patience as well, so you're probably going to end up taking the wheel arch liner out. If you need to know how to do that, watch the video on repairing the headlight motors where we show how to do that. The height adjuster needs to come off, and that consists of this stud which is bonded into the clamshell, this little bracket, and then there's an M6 nut and bolt which goes through there through the upper flange of the bumper. You can undo the nut there and remove the bracket that way if you want, or if you can, get the nut and bolt itself undone. This one ain't coming undone, so here's the first job for the angle grinder. And on the inside, bolting the radiator ducting to the bumper itself are two 8mm bolts, which are supposed to go into captive fixings in the bumper itself, but these captive fixings have broken free and are just turning round and round, so if that happens to you, you know what to do, grind them off. You see, now I used to get really angry about this stuff when I was younger, but then one day I watched a fisherman and that changed my view of it. You see, if you take the fisherman's view, you view this as an epic struggle, a battle between you and the bolt, then it becomes just like a sort of karma. And look on the bright side, at least with what we do for a hobby, you're never going to have to go home at the end of the day having been outsmarted by a fish. Get off! And the underside of the bumper is secured to the radiator duct just behind the edge of the under tray by an M6 bolt on each side. Unfortunately, that goes into a sort of irritating spire type fitting that just turns round and round and it won't come undone. So, say hello to the angle grinder. The under tray is held on by 4 M6 bolts, which are here, here and here, and one over there, which will either undo or shear in half, depending on whether or not you abused children in a former life. And then looking up from the underside of the bumper towards the outer edges, there's a big hole in the underside of the bumper, and if you look up through there, you see that really rusty looking nut, the one that hasn't been off the car in 20 years and that looks like it'll never come off. Yeah, you've got to undo that, and the same on the other side. It's made worse by the fact that you can't get a socket onto it either because of the radiator duct. So penetrating oil, leave it to soak, good spanner, bit of patience. Now I'm one of those people who likes to get all the peas and the cabbage out of the way and save the best bits till the end. So, just to finish, undo the 8mm nut on each side. A lot easier with the headlight pod removed, admittedly. But after the battle we've had earlier, this one's a dream. And with the assistance of Helper Kate, gently lift it off and disconnect the wiring from the back of the side lights and indicators. I love the smell of rust in the early evening. It smells like victory.